Hi everyone, nice to meet you. Can you hear me, Yuka-san?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ah, sorry,
Okay.
it's okay.
Yeah.
So, please, wait a minute. Let me. Um, okay. Okay, that's fine. Today I was lucky because Nakamura-san already explained a lot of the goodness of natto. And as I have said many times, even if our company is a company specialized in natto powder, in manufacturing natto powder, it doesn't mean we are against natto. Actually, I think everyone in Sonomono loves natto. It's just that, sometimes it's difficult to think how to eat natto every day. If you really, really, really love something, I mean, you don't mind, you don't care, and you can eat the same thing every day without problems. Actually, natto in its raw form, as Nakamura-san introduces, it's an amazing source of proteins. It's the proportion between the protein weight of natto and meat. It's outstanding, for example. So if some people who are watching this show today are vegan and are struggling to get protein, I absolutely recommend eating raw natto as it is because it's an amazing source of high quality protein. So that's one of the advantages of raw natto. And another advantage is that we're compared to our natto powder is cheaper, so that part is good for people who are looking for an affordable way to eat protein every day. So that's a very, very good part. But as I say, what makes our product different, what makes our natto powder different compared to raw natto is number one, the easiness to use it. It's very, very easy to use our natto powder to create basically almost anything that you could imagine in your kitchen could be bossed or could be reinforced with the nut powder. And the other thing is that the main difference between raw natto and natto powder is the way the probiotics are in both products. In the raw natto, the probiotics are in the living state, and in the natto powder, the probiotics are in the spore state. So in the spore, the natto bacteria becomes incredible resilient. So you can boil it, you can even apply radiation, UV radiation, you can vacuum it, and you can freeze it, and the bacteria is going to survive. And the most important thing is that in the spore form, more than 99% of the bacteria are going to survive digestion, the contact with the gastric acid, reach the intestine, break the spore and make a new body and support another good intestinal bacteria. So as an extra layer of protection, we also have the natto capsules. But today, it's a cooking show, so I would like to dive a little bit more in how to use our natto powder to cook something. So let's go. Please wait a minute. I am going to turn off the camera a little bit to move to the kitchen. Please wait a minute while I'm setting this. It's the first time that I am using a phone for recording this, so it's a little bit difficult for me. Please let me see how it goes. Oh, nice. Okay, I think we are set. Actually, the recipe that I'm going to share with you today is kind of a collaboration, not a direct collaboration. Last week, Sonomono attended an event in Kyushu supporting the consumption of local food and local producers. And there was a not exactly a friend, but kind of acquaintance, the CEO of a shiitake company, a Japanese shiitake company called Sugimoto Shiitake. And he was cooking shiitake, and it was incredibly delicious. So I thought, wow, this is amazing. How can shiitake be this much tasty? And at the end, she finished the shiitake cooking, sprinkling Parmesan cheese. So I told him, wow, this is good with Parmesan cheese, but I think it's going to be amazing with Sonomono natto powder. So today I'm going to try his recipe, and I'm going to use the ornato powder and the Parmesan cheese. So the preparation is very, very simple. You just need to make some butter and then start start frying the shiitake mushroom. Uh, he has a very, very special way to prepare it. First, this is the hirate shiitake, the dry shiitake. So first, you have to leave it in water for one night, and after that, you remove the water and uh, you freeze it. Uh, and after that, when you are going to use it, you unfreeze it one night before and just slice it. So that's what I did. So here we have our sheet again, and it's getting a very, very good color. And actually, I'm close to my lunch time, so it's going to be my lunch. So first you fry it with butter, and after that, you sprinkle a little bit of salt and a little bit of black pepper. And believe me, it's as good as meat, really. So for vegan people, I absolutely could recommend this. So now it got a very, very beautiful brown color. So let me make it a little bit weaker. And the way to eat it, you just serve it. I'm going to take the big ones. Mm, Take the big ones. Okay. Then you have this. And just sprinkle cheese. And then we make the magic happen. You sprinkle the Sonomono natto powder. For this, I'm using the classic version because it has full umami, and the shiitake umami plus the natto umami is going to be really, really, really good. But as I already have the shiitake here, I wanted to do something different, something from my own. So this was the original recipe shared by Sugimoto Shiitake CEO, but I wanted to do something a little different. So as we already have the butter and the shiitake, Let me just fry a little bit. So, steamed broccoli. It's already soft. The broccoli is already soft. I just need to fry it a little bit to get some of the butter flavor. Wait a minute. Then I already prepared some spaghetti pasta. So let's mix it together. I think the shiitake got almost salt and pepper, so let's sprinkle a little bit more salt. It's a taste, so you can already add as much as you want. A little bit more pepper. Okay, I think it's good. So let's change. Let's serve. Look at the brown color of the shiitake. It's amazing. And then let's also add some Parmesan cheese. So, and the final point, let's add Sonomono nuts powder. Classic. I have a very, very big one. So this is the Japanese version. But the US version, the international version with English labels, is exactly the same product, so you can use with confidence. So here we have something like shiitake steak. We could say it's kind of steak. And we also have this shiitake natto pasta. And I think it's going to be delicious. Unfortunately, let me change the camera. Please wait a minute. Okay. Fortunately, I am near to my lunchtime, so as always, it comes my favorite part of this program, that is tasting it. So I'm going to try first the shiitake steak. Mm, it's really, 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 really good. It's difficult to describe how good it is. It's really, really satisfying because one of the complaints when you are eating only vegetables is that sometimes it's not satisfying. It doesn't have enough volume sometimes. But the steak is really, really chewy. So I don't know. At least in my opinion, it's the same. as if you were chewing meat. It's very satisfying, and I'm sure you can feel just by eating vegetables in this way. Mm. Also, as many people may know, because a lot of people who are watching this are interested in Japanese food, umami is the essence of Japanese food. So, we have salty flavor, sweet flavor, bitter, and acid flavor. And there is the extra one, the umami. And the umami flavor is that makes Japanese food unique. It gives the Japanese food that special flavor profile signature. And shiitake and kombu, bonito flakes, are one of the most sought after and used ingredients for me making that Japanese flavor because they are rich in umami. But the other one is the natto. And really, our natto powder, the classic version, is like an umami bomb. Like you can put it on almost whatever you want, and you are going to get umami flavors. We could say like it's like kind of instant umami flavor. But Nakamura-san also commented that his natto, he has a type of natto that is made with less smell, less powerful smell, so it's easier to enjoy. So it also happens with our natto powder. So we have two types of nut powder. We have the classic version and we have the mild version. And the classic is very good for this kind of food when you want to experience the umami, but also, as I explained in other programs, there are times when you don't want the natto flavor to overwhelm another flavors in your food or your dishes. For example, when you are eating yogurt or when you're drinking a smoothie or when you are drinking coffee. So when you want to do that, when you want to get all the natto powder goodness, the spore probiotics that reach the intestine alive to support digestion, to support good health, to support cardiovascular health, and you don't want the flavor to interfere with the flavor of your food, you can go for the mild, and you are getting exactly the same nutrition that you get with the classic, but with a less powerful smell and not as much as a strong flavor. Let me try this before it gets cold. Really good. Very good. I'm lucky because it's almost my lunchtime, so it's going to be my lunch in some minutes. So really, there are endless cooking possibilities with the natto powder. Everything depends on what kind of food or what kind of dish you would like to do. For example, sometimes it becomes even an interesting experiment. I have tried both natto powders. Let me go for that. I have tried both natto powder with desserts, for example, with a classic French brulee. So if I use this one and mix with the brulee, it becomes sweeter because of the strong umami. But for example, if I use this with the brulee, it just becomes a little bit richer. The flavor becomes deeper and it's more enjoyable. But for example, you can try the same with tiramisu, or you can try the same with yogurt or with your morning cereal. Actually, I showed before, for example, that if you use these natto powders with ice cream, you also get a very, very fun, very funny effect. If you use the plastic one and you mix with ice cream, it's going to become chewy. So it's going to be very, very fun for your children to use this with ice cream, for example, in summer and make something that kind of chewy ice cream. But for example, if you want to go for a kind of classic ice cream, like a banana split or something like that, you just take your banana, you put your ice cream balls, and then sprinkle this one on the ice cream, and then you add the syrup that you like. For example, I don't know, honey or chocolate syrup or something like that, and you may not even notice that you are eating natto at all. So these are really very, very good and convenient products. They have very long shelf life, 2 years from the manufacturing date. All the information is already available in English, so it's already ready for sales. And for people who like the natto goodness, but for example, they are always traveling, or sometimes you don't have time, as I have time today to cook or prepare something. There are the natto capsules that have the same natto powder that we use in our products. So basically, you can enjoy all the nut powder benefits anytime, anywhere with minimal effort. And also, it's marked as food. So if you look at the back label, the ingredients, the nutritional information is the same information as food. So it can be imported as food depending on your country's regulations. So it's a very, very highly recommended product for everyone who is looking for an easy alternative to natto. Okay. I think that's all from my side. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, thank you so much. You make me so hungry.
Again,
Looks
sorry,
so tasty.
sorry.
It's a really nice lunch. I have a little bit small question. I know matto powder has umami, but can you taste some saltness? Kind of like salt?
No,
Like,
no, 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 no.
because you did like some seasoning for this pasta, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, that is the good thing of the umami. As you know, lately there are a lot of people who have high pressure. So when you have high pressure, one of the first things that the doctor recommends you is to lower sodium intake. Use less salt. They always say when you have high pressure. So
Mm.
there is this problem. When you don't use enough salt for the food, for your food, it's not tasty. So that's one of the problems that a lot of people with high pressure have to deal with. Uh, their food is not as tasty as it used to be. So here it's where the natto powder comes really, really useful because thanks to the umami, it works like a flavor reinforcement ingredient also. So, for example, if you eat the pasta as I did, you just need to add a little bit of salt and the natto powder. And after you mix it, it's going to taste saltier than the normal quantity of salt that you use. And if you eat something sweet and you add a little bit of sugar, and after that the natto powder and mix, it's going to be sweeter. So that's one of the benefits of the natto powder. All the food flavors are going to pop up. So that's one of the reasons because as Sugimoto CEO told me, this shiitake steak is really, really, really good with Parmesan cheese and butter. But when you add the natto powder, it's like you are exploding the flavor. You are multiplying the umami of this. So really, if somebody has never tried this, Please really give it a try. It's really awesome how tasty it becomes.
I think it's a really nice recipe because like we can buy like shiitake mushroom so like in so many countries now, right? It's so famous mushroom
Yeah,
now. Yeah, it's a really good recipe.
and also it's very, very good for health because shiitake is one of the highest vegetable source of vitamin D. And natto is the highest vegetable source of vitamin K. So when you pair vitamin K and vitamin D, you have one of the healthiest combinations for bone health and teeth health and cardiovascular health. So, if, for example, you eat this and after that you drink a little bit of milk for calcium, you are making kind of the perfect mixture for supporting your bones health.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you so much